What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Young Phillip, and I'm back with another video for y'all today. And before we get started with today's video, make sure y'all click the like button down below, give it a thumbs up, make sure y'all click that subscribe button, click the bell so y'all can be notified and don't miss any of my videos. Today's video is going to be simply titled BMF Season 2, Episode 1 Review. So without further ado, let's begin. We're finally here with Season 2 of BMF. Pretty much like how we saw an older Meech, now we're going to see an older Terry this season, and also narrated by an older Terry. We start off with a little quote about family dinners and whatnot from Terry. We fast forward to St. Louis 2005. Terry's trying to pack things up so he could head out, but before doing that, he has one last family dinner with his crew. And he talk about families have fallen out more than anything, and he knows that better than anybody at the table. And before they can even eat and whatnot, oh, by the way, their crew is rebranded as the 263, which spells out BMF in numbers. Police roll through and arrest Terry and the rest of the crew, and we see our older Detective Brian. And he was like, who won the game? It don't matter, because your ass was always too coordinated to play. And Terry was like, you just wasted 20 years chasing me. And for what? Your life's ruined and I'm a fucking legend. And it turns out that Meech was arrested before Terry did. And then we end up flashback into the late 1980s, where Meech is in Las Vegas transporting some work from Vegas back to Detroit. Instead of taking a plane, he ended up taking a bus back home. Terry is getting his license for his car service with his father. And then we have Nicole and Lucille dealing with the same thing over and over again, which was the financial problems and a host of other problems. Then we have Meech, Terry, B. Mickey, and Roland at a basketball game. And then we have pretty much Meech and Terry still on the outs. And then we have K9, who ended up killing a guy who supposedly owed him money and refused to pay. And he ended up popping him one good time. And then we have the return of LaWanda and Terry Jr. And Terry goes to Marquisha's job to try to get insurance for the car business. And then we have Detective Brian introducing his son to us, alongside of how we meet a Detective Veronica Jen, who was from Southfield, and they're still trying to find the people that murdered Cato and Lamar. But on the first ride with Detective Veronica, Detective Bryant was not happy. And then we have the 12th Street and 50 boys coming in contact, and Meech is trying to pretty much tell them, we got brand new product. And it was like, he always selling wolf tickets. And there was like, Meech better get his ducks lined up, or else we ain't coming back up in here ever again. And then we have Meech reuniting with Lucille, and she wants him to show up for family dinner. And Meech ended up meeting up with K9, who was willing to work with him until Big L tried to, say that she wasn't interested in what he was trying to do. And then, yeah, K9 doesn't like his Colombian plug Cena for reasons that are still unknown. And then we have Detective Brian and Detective Veronica going after 50 boys, B. Mickey and Dink. B. Mickey gets away while Dink, he got busted. And it looks like they have something more in common, more than they thought. And then we have Detective Lopez, not Detective Lopez, but Brian and Detective Veronica pulling up to a hospital, the Downriver Hospital, and we end up finding out that Lamar was in a coma. So it looks like Lamar didn't really die. He actually was in a coma. And whenever he wakes up, Detective Bryant wants Lamar to pretty much tell them who got him. And then we also have Meech and Terry have a little talk. Meech still wants Terry to come back to BMF, but Terry's like not interested. And a host of other problems. So yeah, there's somewhat still on the outs. And then we have the family dinner where we meet Miss Mabel, a friend of Lucille's and a next door neighbor. And then we have Nicole still getting slick at the mouth with Lucille, which was resulting Lucille slapping the daylights out of Nicole for back talk. And Meech ended up having a dinner with the 12th Street and 50 Boys. 12th Street dead, 50 Boys dead, and they rebrand themselves as BMF, and he's ready to take over. But before we can even conclude the episode, Terry overhears the conversation between LaWanda and his moms when they talk about how they successfully got Terry to get about the streets. And Terry overheard this and was like, so y'all came up with this plan by yourselves? And then Charles was like, we already lost control of Meech. We're not finna lose control of you either. He's like, you knew about this too? And Terry is pissed about that. Meech ended up making B. Mickey his right-hand man, since Terry chose to step away from the drug game. And then we have Detective Bryant rolling up on B. Mickey. And he was like, you gonna work for me, big time. Because I still got you at a gun, and I could still charge you on the murders of J-Mo and Kato. So pretty much B. Mickey had no other choice but to somewhat cooperate with Detective Bryant. But that's about it of season 2, episode 1. Oh wait, Lamar wakes up out of his coma. We're about to see Lamar strike back, and also K9 got rid of Big L because she had a big mouth on her. And that pretty much sums it up. I like to say thank y'all for tuning into today's video. Make sure you click the like button down below. Give it a thumbs up. Make sure y'all click that subscribe button. Click the bell so y'all can be notified. Don't miss any of my videos. Don't forget to add me on social media at YoungPhilip_00. That's Instagram, Snapchat, Ryan361005, and TikTok at YoungPhilip00. With that being said, I'm